All right, everybody. So it's time for lesson number 2. I am Becky Wolfinger, Advanced Director from Shippensburg, PA, and
I am Tiffany Staver, Director from Chambersburg, PA.
And we are the Wolfpack. Oh my gosh. Sorry, we look, I look different than the first video because we're freaking cold. So we both transitioned into hoodies and getting warm. And all right, so lesson number 2, if you're a brand new consultant, we are going to be showing you how to set up a Facebook group for your virtual parties, and then how to share the link from the group to your host, and how to effectively host coach the host so that they also share the link to invite people to the group. So if you are a new consultant or a long-term consultant, these are tips from the top, guys. We can't stress that enough to you guys, that never more has it been more important to host coach. Host coach, host coach, host coach. Tiffany, do you agree? Host coach?
I agree, because there's a lot of information that we as consultants need to convey and make sure that our hosts understand, especially the changes that Facebook has been making with groups and events, but we mainly do groups on Facebook. So we want our hosts to understand the changes and for them to move forward with us with these changes.
All right, so we are going to get started. We are signed into Facebook, and you're going to learn from us one thing, that I am an iPhone user and Tiffany is a
Android
user, which is beneficial for you guys because most of you guys are going to fall into one of those categories. So if you have questions about iPhone, you come to me. If you have questions about Android,
you come to me. Oh, whatever.
Yeah. But today we're going to share with you kind of the ways that, in particular, that we're going to use the desktop or laptop, whichever you may use as far as a PC goes. I do find that a lot of our office work portion of our job is easier to do on a laptop or a computer versus on your phone. I primarily use my phone to do my posting because it's in my hand, it's easier, it's convenient, and I can do it on the go. Whereas my laptop, when I'm creating things, when I'm creating parties, when I'm making images, I do most of that from my laptop or my computer. So we're going to kind of walk you through where to set up your groups at. So if you're in a laptop or a desktop, you're just going to come down here to the side and click groups. Up here at the top, you're going to click the plus sign and click create group. Now, if you're on an iPhone, okay, break out the iPhone. I know, she's like, darn iPhone. If you're on an iPhone, you're going to hit the 3 dashes on the bottom right corner. You'll click the group button, which is like 4 down on the tabs. And then up at the top right corner, you're going to click the plus sign, and that's going to let you create a group. How do you do it in Android, Tiffany?
When you're on an Android, at the top right hand of your phone, there is 3 lines. You're going to click on the 3 lines, and you're going to either look or scroll down to where you see groups. Click on the group icon. After you click on the group icon, there is a plus sign in the top right hand corner. You're going to click on that, and that is where you start the process of creating a group.
Awesome. So when you click create group up here in the top right corner on your desktop or on your laptop, this is what's going to pop up. You're going to want to name your event first, or excuse me, your group first. I say, do something fun and creative with it, or you can be as plain Jane as you want to be. I think it's just, fun to give it a little spunk to it. So we're going to do Tiffany's Pampered Chef Christmas. I can't type. Again, my fingers feel like they're blocks because they're so cold. And then we'll just do party starts Friday, November 16th. And Tiffany, would you do something similar to that?
Yes, I also do. I put the host's name, and since it is going to be a Christmas theme, I'm now putting say Becky's Christmas Bash, Pamper Chef Bash, and I put in like November 16th through the 25th. So it has the beginning and the end date of the party.
Okay. So to create the group, you're going to need to enter a name in, okay, or an email address for your host. Used to be we would recommend doing like a friend or your husband or whatever to do the group, and you would create the group and add all the fluff to it and then add the host. And now I think we're both recommending to just go ahead and add the host and go ahead and get it started, because they have to actually accept the invitation first before they're actually going to be a part of it, which we're going to talk about here in a second. So we're going to add Tiffany to the group. And then down here at the bottom, you want to click this little button where it says Pen to Shortcuts. Now, if you're on an iPhone, what this is going to do is it's going to move it up into your section where all of your favorite groups are at. And so you're going to have access. It's going to be, you know, priority group wise in there. And the same thing on your PC or your laptop. Does it do that with the Android too?
It does. I don't know in creating the group on your phone through an Android if it gives you the pin post right there.
Okay.
I actually just set up my parties on my laptop today, so I didn't look on my phone to see if it has that, but I always pin mine up to the top as well.
Gotcha.
So I don't have to go searching.
Hold on. Move. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to grab that photo. So I'm just going to use it as the banner up top. So, All right. So when I put it into favorites, you can see that I was doing something else. And so what it did is it put it into my favorite section right here. You guys see that? Right there is where that party's at. So we're just going to click that and open it up. Normally it would just pop open after you've created it. We're going to upload a photo. I can't even talk. A photo. So we'll just open that up and click it and save it into our group. All right. So once you're to this point, you know, basically you're going to start working from the outline here in a couple minutes, but it's really, really important to make sure your host knows that you've created her show. And how you're going to do that is right here at this button where it says share. So we're going to take and we're going to click share. And we're pretending Tiffany's my host. So we're just going to say a little something like, hey girl, just wanted to let you know I have your party group ready for you. All you need to do is click the link to join. Make sure to get that wish list ready. Let me know once you have joined. All right, so we're going to send this, but first we need to up here. If I wanted to, I could send this to our timeline. I don't think I would want to do that. I think I want to send this to Tiffany in a private message. So we're going to click down here to share in a private message. So you'll see that it's going to save my message, and this is what it's going to be sending to her in a second. So we're going to click right here where Tiffany is. We're going to click send. This is going to now go to her messenger. All right, so this is what it looks like from my side. Tiffany, let's see what it looks like from your side.
All right, let me get Facebook up here. Hold on one second.
So we're going to show you when she enters into the show what it's going to look like, because it actually requires for her to click that she wants to be a part of the group, and it actually double verifies that she wants to be a part of the group. Oh, let me stop sharing.
I was going to say, wait.
That would help.
Okay, so let me share my screen. So here I pulled up, and it gave me a notification right over here that Becky had sent me a message. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on my Facebook party link.
Yep. This is not happening.
I know. I hope not.
It's funny because we already tried to record this video one time and Facebook mysteriously went down for 40 minutes. So,
yes.
All right.
So I'm going to take the message from Becky off the screen. So up here it has that Becky has invited me to a group, and as crazy as it seems, a host has to join her own party. And this is crucial because you want your host to be a part of her own party. So make sure you send this invite to her personally so she joins. And like Becky said, make sure that she contacts you back to let you know that she did join.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to click join. And then...
But wait, Tiffany, are you sure you want to join the group?
I know. So it's going to ask you if you want to join again. Basically, it's kind of like a double default, kind of like, do you really want to join this party? So I'm going to click OK. And now I'm part of this party. After your host has accepted the invite to her own party, that is when you can make him or her an admin to their own party. This will allow them to add and delete messages if anything comes through that needs to be added or deleted. Plus, by making them an admin, I think they could...
they get better visibility.
Right, of the party.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so Tiffany, now you're my host. And
yes.
So now as a consultant, I am going to, once Tiffany were to send me a message and say, hey, Becky, just want to let you know I've joined the group. So now I know that Tiffany's joined the group, right? So now I, as the consultant, am going to send Tiffany a message and tell her, okay, awesome. So now we need to start inviting people to the group. Tiffany, do you have that in your messages down there that I've sent you before so they can see the message? So I'm big on words. You guys know that. I love to copy and paste and, do things as simple as possible. And so we have kind of put together some words. It shouldn't be that far down. Well, maybe.
It is.
We talk a lot, guys.
I know.
So what I'm going to do as a consultant then is I'm going to send Tiffany some words that, I'm going to tell her, hey, Tiffany, I'm going to send you some words that you can then just copy and paste or forward, because there's two different ways that your host can do this, okay? Do you want me to pull it up through mine?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to keep her job where it's complicated because now she has to personally invite. We want to keep it as easy for her as possible, though, because now it is a little bit more work for them that they have to personally invite their guests. But that's okay because you're going to have people at the party that actually want to be there. All right. So this is right here what I would have her send out. And it says, hey there, I wanted to let you know I have a Pampered Chef party starting on Facebook instead of, oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I forgot I sent her too.
Yeah.
Hey there, I wanted to let you know I have a Pampered Chef party starting on Facebook. I would love to have you join. Just click this link to join the party. My consultant will be posting lots of recipes, cooking tips, and of course, products. If you just want to help me out with an order, let me know. I have catalogs or I can send you the shopping link. So we just basically have them copy and paste that message. And then we also want to have them send the URL for the group along with it. Now, does anyone know how to find the URL for the group? Very easy. You're just going to go up here to your browser. If you click that, it's going to highlight your party group link. And all you need to do is copy that and then paste it right into the message. And that's how fast and easy it is to find the party link that you can send to the host from the party, okay, to send to a message. So basically, this is what it's going to look like. If I'm the consultant, I'm copying this message. Here, I'll start over. Actually, I'll just add it to it down here. Actually, here, let me start over. Let me start over so you guys can see what it actually would do. So I would copy and paste the message. I would go up here to the bar. I would copy this. And then I would come back down here and I would paste that down here. and I would send this to my host. Now, Tiffany, if you're the host from your side, show me what it's going to look like from your side and what you're going to do with it, what we're going to have the host do with it.
Okay. Okay, so here's the message that Becky just sent me. So what?
And again, I would have precursored that message that I just sent with what I'm giving her. So here,
Right.
Tiffany, here's some words for you to just copy and paste and send to your friends.
So on your phone, if your host uses a phone or a laptop or any device, it might look different, because I know on my phone it looks different. It has the little share forward button. It's in a V, whereas on your phone or on your laptop, as you see, I'm highlighting or hovering over the arrow, which says forward.
And on an iPhone, it's going to have a little box with an up arrow that they would click to also find the forward button.
Yeah. So, and it's right next to the message. Is it the same on an iPhone?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the left side of the message on iPhone.
And it's on the left side on an Android as well. So if you're doing it from the computer under the message, all they would have to do is hover over forward, click on forward. Maybe. Oh, there we go. And then you could highlight all the people that you want to send it to. So it's saying forward in separate messages. So everything's going to be separated. It's not going to be a mass groups message, which is awesome, because you don't want that. You're going to lose a lot of audience that way. So I'm going to send it to Becky.
Yep. There it is.
And I know on a phone, at least the Android, if you click send by accident, you have that split second to hit undo. So I know I've like typed in somebody's name and I didn't hit the correct letter, and it pulled up that person's name, but then it pulled up a whole different group, and I hit where I thought the person's name was, but now it has that split second that you could undo the message. But if you send it to them, at least you might get another contact.
So my recommendation for you guys is this, okay? So I want you guys to talk to your host and communicate with them what the process is going to be. And I really, really, really think that the best way that you're going to communicate all this information is to have a phone call with them, okay? I know nobody wants to hear, have a phone call. But it's so much easier for you guys to explain why we're going to do this process. When you start sending them messages and like, do this, they're going to be like, oh my God. But if you give them a fair warning to what to expect, they're going to walk right into it. They're not going to have any issues. The other thing I want you guys to also consider is them creating an actual guest list for their party. Okay, so not just inviting every single Facebook friend, because the potential now is really, really high for them to go to Facebook jail, okay? You know, if they just go through and are blanket, sending to a lot of people all at one time, it's likely that some people are going to start getting put into Facebook jail for doing that, because we're going to be looked at as spammers, right? So here we go again, one more issue. So I say have your host make a list of 40, just like we would have, a list for 40 for a cooking show. Have them make a list of 40 friends that they want to invite to their party. This means that you're going to have a more intimate group of people. And again, it's going to be people that want to actually participate and be there. So what can you expect from 40? So they're going to send 40 invitations out. That doesn't mean you're going to have 40 people actually accept the invitation and come to the party, just like a cooking show. It means you'll probably end up with 10 to 15 people, most likely, participating in the party. But the key is they want to be there, okay? That is the big key.
Plus with the invitation that you sent out, if the people don't want to be a part of the Facebook party, that's okay. Yep. Because not everybody has time to refer to Facebook. They might hop on maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. But if you send that shopping link with it, it's a win-win, because then they could shop at their own time. So they might shop and not be a part of the party.
So this is lesson number 2 that we're talking about. So we've showed you how to create a Facebook group, how to share the group link, both from the customer or from the host and from the consultant standpoint, how to have your host share that link through a message to their guests to get them to actually join the group. So next lesson we're going to be going over is going to be sending an email from our Consultants Corner. And then lesson number 4, you want to make sure that you guys check out, because number 4 is going to be one of the most important lessons that we're going to teach you as far as tools that we have available at our fingertips through Consultants Corner. So check you later.